Time to go check out the Copart lot again. I usually don't get out this early, but with as hot as it's been lately, I figured, hey, we'll leave around 9:30 in the morning, right? It's not going to be hot. I don't know if you can see this, but it is currently 80 degrees and the heat index is almost 90 at 9:30 in the morning. It's already humid and hot out here. So before we go, I guess we have to ask, which car do we want to take today? Are we going to take the fuel efficient Prius or the car that guzzles gas like a V8, the RX-8? What do you guys think? We're taking the RX-8. Hey, I've had some of you that pointed out and noticed that we've got a wheel stud missing right there. And some of you have asked me if I'm going to replace it. And the answer is, I don't want to. That wheel stud, you can't just replace one wheel stud on these. It's not that simple. You got to literally press the bearings out just to get to the studs to replace one of them. You end up just replacing the entire assembly, and it's a big deal. I mean, it's a massive piece. It's not just like a hub assembly. This is a hub assembly that's got all the knuckle connections and everything for the tie rod, the control arm. Like, this is a major piece that has to be replaced to get to that one stud, so I'm not worried about it. I'll tell you what though, it's 9:30 in the morning. I don't like being out this early, especially when it's this hot already. So let's get out of here. Well, here we are, car number one, 2007 Pontiac Solstice. I think I've mentioned in a previous video that I've always loved the Solstice and the Sky, for that matter. Love both of them pretty much equally. Never had one. If I were to get one, I would prefer a stick with the turbo. I prefer the red line version. My brother's got the key. We'll see if this thing even fires up. It's only about 1,000,000 degrees out here. It is this key. Let's fall in. Oh, wow. That sounds awful. Oh, that sounds horrible. You definitely hear all that rattling. $131,000 miles. We're gonna go ahead and shut this off. Man, that sounds bad.
I bet it's got water in it.
That's what I'm thinking, is it sounds like it maybe has water in the oil. This is a flood car.
I can't tell.
Although it doesn't smell like a flood. The oil actually looks fine. We'd need to wipe it off with something and then put it back in. But the oil does not look milky to me. It sounds like somebody almost dropped something down in the engine or something. Sounds bad, real bad. Man, I was really interested in this one too. Really interested. This is a clean one. I mean, I know it's a flood car, obviously. Let's see if we can find the trunk back here. Hell, I don't even see it. I guess you pop it from the inside. I don't know how the top works either. Like I said, never had one. Just always been kind of interested in them. Obviously, you pull this handle and release. You can see we've got a bunch of lights flashing here. I don't know what that's for. Got a, looks like a security light is on. It's not a bad little car. I still would like to know how this roof works. Oh well, I don't know. I know that it goes into gear. Flood car. and it got here 6:25 of 18. Other than that, I don't really know anything else about it. AC works, windshield wipers work, everything in the car appears to be functioning. Windows work. I really want to bid on it, but that noise. I almost wonder if something is stuck in one of the pulleys or if it's got a bad pulley. It sounds like an engine issue, but it could just as easily be bearings going out in one of these front pulleys over here. It's really difficult to isolate. So I'm still interested in this one, only because the bids are very low on it. And with that engine plus the flood history, it's probably not going to go for a whole lot. I mean, worst case scenario, I guess it needs a motor. But it really sounds to me like it's either something in the front of the engine, perhaps a pulley, or more likely a timing chain guide, or multiple guides and timing chain tensioner may have possibly gone out, which is a job, but we'll see what it goes for. Until then, let's move on. Walking on by to our next car, just happened upon a vet. No, this is not part of my Carnage videos. I'm going to hold those off till the very end, as suggested by several of you. I just couldn't help but see this vet sitting here. I do wonder what happened to it. I mean, obviously everything is just all out of whack on it. It looks like it took a low hit on the front end down here. Man, it's nice to know there's a lot of parts cars around though, if I need them. Battery's dead, so the doors won't open. A lot of parts cars. How about a 2014 Rolls-Royce Ghost? 24,000 miles. Talk about the ultimate luxury sports car combination, people. We got touch screens down here, touch screens over here, got an oh shit handle up here. Look, we got our own radio experience right here. How about that? Isn't she a beauty? Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it used to be. It's not gorgeous anymore, but it used to be gorgeous. And my brother just asked me how much one of these cars run for. And I'm pretty good with cars and how much they cost, but hey, I don't know anything about a Rolls-Royce. I'll have to Google this when I get home. Magnificent though, isn't it? I should have got the keys to this one. I don't think this one runs though. Show you guys the damage. She got hit pretty damn hard, and not just in the front. She got it in the side too. But this is what I call the money shot. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful V12. Okay, so I'm not overly interested in this one. Obviously, it's just an old beat up Dodge Dakota. Took a pretty decent hit down here. Overall, I don't think it was too severe. I mean, I think it basically, at the end of the day, I think this thing would still run and drive. It just doesn't look pretty. 207,000 miles. It's dead, I can already tell you that. And the key doesn't work. So, it's hot out here. I mean, really hot. The key goes in. Key does not seem to work at all. I think they may have lost the key, or maybe this doesn't go to this car. I don't know. Pop the hood. See what's going on under there. We'll try this key on the door. Key works on the door. Does not work on the ignition. Try it one more time. There we go. All right, it's dead. The key does work, it's just a really bad key. We'll see if we can even pop this hood. There's almost no clearance here. I don't think. Here we go. All right, so take a look at the coolant, which appears to be green and full, so that's good. This is the Magnum V8. Boy, this cap is on there. All right, we got good green coolant, so that's good, promising. Power steering fluid is a light brown, which is fine. Transmission fluid is a very bright pink. Very, very, very bright pink. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. You know, either that means something went seriously wrong with the transmission and they were trying to fix it after the fact, which almost never works, or someone was just really good at maintaining it, or it quite possibly has one hell of a transmission leak, which we should be able to see pretty easily by climbing under it and having a look. It's four-wheel drive. We've got nothing leaking from the transfer case, nothing leaking from the transmission, and nothing leaking from the engine or the front differential or the rear differential. So interesting. Absolutely nothing leaking on this one. All right, this one maybe. We'll see what it goes for. All right, last but not least, at least of the cars I'm interested in, is this Honda Civic. I know it doesn't look like much, but Civics are hot little cars, whether I like them or not. Got a little bit of damage down here. It looks like maybe a semi-truck or a pickup truck tire ran into it here. Got a bend in the fender here, and we got a crack in the bumper right here. This is USAA insurance. Sorry, it's loud out here, guys. We got some damage down here that somebody tried to fix. They didn't do a very good job. 210,000 miles. We'll see if it fires up here. Oh, it is. I know I've said this a million times, but it's hot.
So we were hoping.
Air conditioning, maybe? Please? AC? AC would be great. Ah, it has AC. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so I'm not a fan of this car, but hey, that window works. That window works. Does the sunroof work? Does the sunroof even do anything? I don't know if it's even supposed to open or not. It's got rails on it, so somewhere, there we go. All right, sunroof works. Both directions. Nice. All right, so here's the deal. As much as I may not care for this Honda Civic, look, it's got an oil change sticker. It's got cold AC, all the windows work. Steering feels all right. We've got a bulb out on the left signal, but nonetheless signals work. I can see the headlights in front of me, brights, dims. They work. The radio works. It started right up. Come on, guys. No, it's not going to win a beauty contest, but it's not that bad either. Yeah, it's really not. A lot of this will buff out. I know you're probably laughing about that, but it will. A lot of that will buff out. We'll see what's under the hood here. There we go. Oh, baby. VTEC. That's like 185 horsepower right there. The cold air intake probably took it up to 210. Whew. Whew. And this car is so hot, it's hard for me to even stand next to it. All right, so we'll check some fluids, which is what we do. Because this one, I actually have some faith in this one. I think this is a good one. Tranny fluid is bright pink. That does usually concern me. I know I probably say that all the time, but you know, hey, that doesn't mean the transmission's bad. It concerns me, that's all. I can't get the oil cap off. Oil.
It's pretty clean.
Oil's pretty clean. I see some swirls in the oil which concern me. That could be water leaking. Move over to the power steering fluid. Fluid looks good. You know, the biggest concern on something like this is the timing belt. With 210,000 miles, who knows when the timing belt was serviced last, or the water pump for that matter. I checked the antifreeze, but I just fired it up before, and it's got some pressure on the system, so I don't want to do that. But overall, not too bad. I don't think you guys will be able to see underneath with me because this car sits real low to the ground. It's definitely got a few minor leaks, but I don't see anything that looks particularly scary or bad, especially considering the mileage. All right, so I guess we'll see what happens at auction. That's it for the walk around of the cars I'm interested in. Now let's move on to the Carnage lot. Look at this F-150. I mean, what? It's like every time I come here, something just throws me for a loop. We've got Mustang pieces in here. There's a Mustang grill, the lower grill insert. The bed is gone. It's just gone. This is super sharp. The door is just, look at this. Wow. And right next to it is a car that I don't believe I've ever seen before. It's got a wrap, and apparently it's a combination of Subaru and Scion. Clean little car, but I don't know what it is. It looks like it's got some performance parts though. FSM wraps, 28,000 miles. Okay, so it is a Scion FRS. Never heard of it, don't know what it is, never seen one before. There's the lot number though. It could definitely be put back together. It's just sheet metal work on the front, at least as far as I could tell. It may go further in than that. Definitely might have some frame damage on this one, but I looked at the frame rails, I didn't see anything. Looks like a fun car. Here's one for you. Look at the steering wheel, guys and gals. Sorry, not trying to exclude anyone, but I mean, wow. I mean, so often I see things like this and I can't help but wonder, like, what did this hit? You know? Is this from like a tornado? Was someone doing, 140 miles an hour? I mean, what? I just can't help but wonder, you know, like what happened. I'm trying not to fall here. This rocky ground is difficult to get any traction on. Goodness. Be curious to look up the VIN number. Oh, there it is. We've got the VIN number. Be curious to Google this and see if anything comes up. We've got a pissed off little spider right here. I'm not messing with this truck because I don't want to get tangled up in his web. Another one. You see a lot of these trucks out here. I mean, there's a lot of pickup trucks, a whole lot of pickup trucks out here. It just makes me wonder, you know, is there something about a guy in his truck? You know, he gets in his truck and he feels, there's another spider web, you can't see it, but right here in front of me. Like, does a guy get in his big pickup truck and feel like he's invincible? Because if nothing else, this Copart yard is evidence that that is just not true. If anything, some of the worst wrecks I've seen here are out of these pickup trucks. They're not as safe as people seem to think they are, man. It's still just made out of metal, you know? Goodness. Poor, beautiful Challenger with the classic 5.7 Hemi. What a shame. Beautiful car, or it was. And you know what I hate too? Is I hate seeing these cars just sitting here with the windows down and stuff in the elements. Look, here we got a Hummer. My brother said it pretty good. You got to be a special kind of idiot to destroy a Hummer like this. Like, these things are made for rough country and rough terrain. Whoever had this one ripped the whole damn side off of it, wheel and all. Come on now. Look, even the windshield's gone. This is the last truck I'm going to do before I get out of this portion of the Carnage lot, man. But another one, I mean, in another one, like just all around me, so many trucks that are not just wrecked, right? Not just, hey, it was in a minor accident. Like, it's like, hey, we went 200 miles an hour and drove into a field or crashed into a semi-truck. It's crazy the damage I see to some of these trucks out here, man. Crazy. Okay, again, this is not even in the Carnage lot. I'm trying to get to these other two cars that I'm looking at. And this is going to be out of order because you guys want these Carnage videos in the end. So I'll have this at the end of the video with the rest of the Carnage. It's just, I'm on my way to look at some other cars I'm interested in. And you just run across things like this where you look at it and like, I mean, imagine you're sitting here in the driver's seat, right? And just imagine looking to your right. And that's what you see. You look down. I mean, the trauma from not only the accident itself, but just looking around and seeing nothing but twisted metal all around you. God, and hopefully there was nobody in that front seat, you know? I pray none of you ever have to experience something like this, nor me. It's terrifying. Some of these cars really scare me and make me question whether I should even get into a car, you know, when I leave this place. Well, here's the last one. I can't tell you how many times I've been trying to get out of here, but these things just keep popping up, man. Chevy Suburban. Look at that. Look at that. There's no front end anymore. Whole front end is gone. Literally, just the front end is gone. I mean, I don't know, man. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Man, it's like everywhere I go, these trucks, everywhere. Look at this drive shaft. Good God. Wow. Yeah, it's like I can't get away from. Like, I'm walking all over the lot and I just keep finding these smashed trucks. They're everywhere. This one's not nearly as bad. At least not in the front. Oh, look, that's something to take your mind off of it. Got a lot of bikes over here today. Oh, they got a lot of bikes out here today. Oh, here you go. My brother just found these two buttes. Good God. Okay, I've seen some horrific cars out here at Copart, but I don't think I have seen one ever as bad as this one. Not ever. Oh, I'm telling you, like, my heart just sank, because I think you guys know as well as I do. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. Yeah, I don't even have words for this one. What does this? What happened?
Train. It's the only thing that could.
Oh, look at this. Man, and this one, at least the car is still somewhat intact, but I don't think this one's any better, really. Not as far as the occupants were concerned. Jeez. Well, my brother pointed this out. We got a history book right here. Got a flip-flop right there. I'm done. I'm not even gonna look through any more of these cars. That's it. I can't do any more of this today. I've seen some rough cars out here, man, but Jesus, I just can't imagine being a driver like me personally, maybe with my kids in the car, you know, just minding my, I mean, I don't know, I shouldn't be presumptuous. Maybe these people weren't minding their business. Maybe they were thieves or bank robbers, you know, and they were on the run. There's just no way to know it. Just, I see this and immediately I feel sympathy. Like, I think about me being in a car and some idiot doing something like this to me and my children. Code names, like obviously this car, you know, these people had a family. Potato cakes. That's it, guys. I gotta get out of here. Stay safe out there. I'll catch you soon in the next one.